Which of the following sound more appealing to you? Going for a calm Sunday drive, bowing before an honorable sparring match, jumping on someone's chest, ripping out their still beating heart, and taking a little nibble to check for seasoning. If you answered C, then you probably have some deep-rooted psychological issues. Or you just enjoy playing Shaman. Shaman is the crazy, left her mind in the woods next to the mushroom she ate, doing whatever it takes to win member of the For Honor crew. With her unbridled speed and ferocity, she can be a true terror to anyone she faces. It also doesn't hurt she's a ton of fun to play. Welcome to Shaman, beautifully deadly. So I'm going to assume that you have a brain behind that beautiful face of yours, and you can push start and click on Moveset. So instead of going over all of the chains and moves, we're just going to move on to what moves are important for Shaman. Forward or backdashing and holding guard break will put you into your running stance. From here, if you release your guard break, you will perform Hangry Grill. Or if your target is poison, you will get Nom Noms instead. You can also feint out of this stance as well. Kitty Slide, Side Dodge Heavy Attack, Kitty Pounce, Forward Dash Heavy. And finally, if you end an attack chain with a left side heavy, it will come out as an unblockable. Shaman's out of stamina punishes are as follows. On guard break, forward throw, heavy, right heavy, top light. And on parry, it's the same thing, except without the throw. Shaman is at heart a dominatrix, and as such she enjoys being in the driver's seat and smothering any attempts of anybody trying to fight back. A quick way to get started is a forward dash attack, left side heavy. You can cancel the side heavy into a guard break, a light attack that poisons your foe, or you can let it smack them in the face with the unblockable. Most of your damage is going to be coming from your 2-hit light chain. If you connect with one light attack, then you are guaranteed the follow-up attack. Be careful though, if you buffer this attack and the first one misses, the second one will probably get parried. Kitty Pounce is abnormally fast, almost superhumanly so. So zipping around when it's safe can keep a foe puzzled and on their toes. Another way to get some damage in is using Hangry Grill. If you hit them in the groin hard enough, you will get your free light attack chain. Although if you do manage to wall splat them with Hangry Grill, you get a heavy off of it. Once you poison a target, things go from bad to worse for your sub. Crazy Mushroom Juice Lady will now heal for every attack against a poisoned target, as well as changing Hangry Grill to Nom Noms, which as the name suggests sends you flying into the air to take a big ol' bite out of your enemy. Oh yeah, it also heals you, because of course it does! So, putting all the puzzle pieces together would look something along the lines of forward dash heavy attack, side heavy, soft feinted into the top poison attack, 2 light attacks, followed up with the unblockable side heavy, soft feinted into a guard break, thrown behind you, and pounce. Don't worry, that's just the ultimate optimal combo, and you'll probably not get it very often. Now, due to Shaman's kit and how oppressive she can be, she's garnered a lot of hate. So I figured who better to talk to you about her than somebody who hates everybody? Eh? Get it?
Alright, so Mr. Walrus Man just decided to bring me out here against my will. I'm currently tied up in his basement and I have no way of getting oxygen or food if I ever run out of it. Currently I've made friends with the rats and they're resorting to cannibalism alongside me, but luckily enough I am the largest of the rats, therefore they cannot harm me in any way and I am the king. In order to get out, I have decided to comply with his wishes and tell you guys a lot of my favorite things with Shaman. Using Shaman in a lot of creative ways is something that I'm very used to, so if you would like some advice, I can give you a couple of my combos. The first combo that I would recommend using is a double heavy soft feint. So what you're going to want to do is use your soft feint into a light attack by doing a side heavy and then soft feinting the top with bleed. Then from that, you have extremely fast recovery time, so you could either do a light from the left side or the right side, or you can do another heavy from the left side or the right side. However, instead of following through with the light or the heavy, go back into the top soft feint. If you guys were unaware, the light soft feint to the top is faster than the light soft feint to the side, by 100 milliseconds. So it does make a substantial difference if your opponent does have good reaction times. Doing hard feints on heavies into soft feints makes everything better. So as an example, I would say if you get a guard break on someone into your free heavy, I would do a heavy that isn't the unblockable, hard feint it, go into another heavy and then soft feint at the top. Shaman can stack bleeds, which is extremely useful for getting off damage and prolonging the amount of time that you can heal and or use your full kit. And finally, always keep your opponent guessing. If you do the same thing over and over again, they will catch onto it. Shaman is perfectly reactable, and that is great of Ubisoft to have done, because we do have mix-ups. However, it relies on your opponent making mistakes. Unlike a character like Highlander, who can get whatever he wants, we have to work for it.
The Tusk and Talon of Truth. That's right, things are getting real. So I knew going into it that I was going to be hated playing Shaman, but the amount of rage quits I got playing her felt kinda dirty. And while I have a long way to go till I feel like I've attained mastery over her, that came out wrong, she is a pure offensive type character that is just freaking brutal. But at high levels, I can see her being fairly weak, due to reflex guard still being buggy and the simple fact that she just doesn't turtle all that well. But hey, I mean, that's the biggest flaw I could find in a super satisfying character. Her animations are just damn good, and they hit with a bone-crunching thud. It also doesn't hurt that she's damn fun to play. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Talon so he can tell you a little bit about his experiences with Shaman before I lock him back into, he goes on vacation.
I was a Valkyrie main from the beginning of the game up until just after Shaman had released. In Season 4 I gave her a good go and people absolutely despised my Shaman gameplay. I was a basic Shaman, I had no idea what her mix-ups were, and I was only using her because she looked interesting to me, fashion-wise at least, not mix-up-wise. Upon playing Valk for about a good solid 2 or 3 months after Shaman had premiered, I decided that it was time to stop playing such a low-tier character and actually put some time into Shaman herself. This of course would get some negative backlash, but I went with her anyway, despite what other people thought, because I wanted to have fun with my game. So, after picking her up, I learned about all sorts of mix-ups that you can see on the channel. You've seen all of my mix-ups from montages, or from gameplay videos, or from streams, and you can see the amount of time and effort that went into making this character flow extremely well. I especially like the fact that they made her look unstable while at the same time keeping that predatory look about her. Shaman is a beautiful character, and regardless of anything other people say, if you're enjoying using her, I wouldn't say that that's a problem. Some people call her overpowered, I call her what this game was meant to be. There are of course other characters that are stronger than her, and other characters that are weaker than her, but that doesn't mean that you need to hate a character for being who they are. Granted, most of the community is a bunch of man-children that want to complain because they're being overpowered by a toddler with a taste for blood and metal, but that doesn't matter to me, and it shouldn't to you either. So thank you for inviting me out here, Walrus. Peace!
This has been a very special edition of the Tusk and Talon of Truth. Shaman's biggest weakness is her low overall damage and no fast unblockable. If you are looking to run over a Shaman, look to parry whatever she throws out, or feint attacks to parry her dodge attacks. Most Shaman players are pretty dodge happy, so heavy feint guard break can work against some players. If you dodge Hangry Girl or Nom Noms, you can punish with a guard break, and because of her low HP pool, is a huge win for you. So, just to recap, look to parry lights or zone, trick the tricksters with feints, and dodge Nom Noms at all costs. Shaman is a fast, unrelenting, fun character to play. While she may be a little crazy, and possibly been a part of a cult at some point in time, don't let that stop you from getting to know this down-to-earth, fun-loving gal. Just be wary of talking about heart problems around her, as she's the considerate type and will offer to take a look. If you want to avoid all that fancy shit, just forward dash heavy attack, poison them, spam your lights. Thanks for joining me.
So, I am the king.
In Shaman, beautifully crazy. Take care, you wonderful crazies. Thank you all so much for watching to the end of the video, and a huge shout out to Talon Dillard for offering his Shaman expertise and comedic chops to the video. If you enjoyed this video, go check him out on his channel where he does For Honor montages, guides, streams, everything For Honor related that you could ever want or need in your life. But if you want to stay on this channel and keep watching content, you can click on the video on the left for a video recommended just for you by YouTube, or a video on the right, latest upload from the channel, you want to stick around and join the huddle, click the middle of your screen. Thank you guys again. Take care.